Hello everybody, it's Diecast, and this is our new symbol for the Peter Kong Mystery Box Tour. So to fill you in, Peter had sent me, well, Peter Kong is one of the viewers, and he had emailed me, PM'd me, about possibly inheriting his case of old diecast cars that he had when he was a kid. He couldn't really bear to part with them. He had some sentimental attachment to them, but he wanted to find a good home for them, so he asked if he could send them to me. Well, I said sure. We've had that before, where folks have sent us lots or boxes of cars. But I got to thinking what might be fun, just so that we could do this as a group, and ran this past Peter, and he was okay with it, is that we can kind of treat his cars as our cars and have some fun with them here in the video. So if you've been watching the videos, you know that we've already looked at a lot of the Maestos and the Tomicas and the Matchbox cars. Today we're going to look at the Hot Wheels cars that came with these. Now, some of these cars we may restore, so feel free to leave your comments below as far as what you think might be some good ways to restore some of these. What ones are your favorites? Also, feel free to post which ones you think are going to be the fastest, because we're going to find out which one is the fastest car. We're starting off with a contender right here, I can guarantee you, and that one is this little guy. And I'll try to show you the bottom, because I know some of the people are helping me identify these as we go. But this particular one is this is a speedy car. That one may be in the finals right off the bat. Here's another one. This one's is that a Corvette? I don't, it's hard to recognize without the window. I think that's a Corvette. Corvette without a window. I've not cleaned these up. These are as I got them. They're in real good shape, but some of them are a little more dustier than others. And little Camaro, Cheerios Camaro there. Most of them seem to be from either the 90s or the early 2000s. They seem to go all the way back to the early 90s. Here is a cool one. Now that was a little blue card Porsche, if I remember right. Front wheels are a little wobbly, but this guy will roll. He's going to be a contender for that downhill crown too, I bet. The the contenders for the restorations probably came out of that first video, I bet, with the Tomicas and the Maestos. But the contenders for fastest car may be coming out of these old Hot Wheels. This guy probably not going to win any downhill races. He is what was this, like a lunar truck or something? I forget. Andrew really has his eye on this one. A few of these are going to go to Andrew, so they're going to get played with heavily. And we have not really decided how to do that yet, but Andrew had asked if he could have some, and that was part of what I had asked Peter, because they will get played with. This is a silhouette, I think. Yeah. That's a Silhouette 2, I want to say. These Hot Wheels. This is like the era of when Hot Wheels did not put their name on the bottom. Isn't this a, I want to say it's a Toyota something, or it's not a Fiero. Anyway, somebody tell me what that one is. This one's going to be a contender, though, to restore, I bet. And this one is one of my favorites for a lot of reasons. It's a Highwayman, and I mean, we could fix this up, make it something like a, a cool lifted truck with some rubber tires. It's got some stuff there in the cab. I don't have my tweezers to pick it out. I tried getting a hold of it, but I can't. But this thing weighs a ton. It's in good shape. This one, boy, I wish I could remember the name of this car. We have seen more of this car We even did a video on this car where we were making fun of that I couldn't remember the name. And I still can't remember the name. Is it bifocal or twin something? I forgot. Anyways, there's the bottom. You guys can fill me in. This could be a record. Every single one of these Hot Wheels doesn't have anything on the base. Peter evidently only liked the ones that were going to mess me up down the road. This one's another one. We see a lot of these. What is this guy called? It won the downhill recently. It won our mystery box downhill, this particular car, and now I don't remember what it is. I think there were 2 of these. This is another contender for fastest car. There are 2 of them, if I remember right, except I don't... Well, I don't see the... Oh, here it is. Yeah, there were 2 of these. Peter liked that one. Here's another one that I bet is going to get a lot of love for the restoration. And this might be my top contender to start with restoring. Because this one we could do a lot with. We could repaint this guy, or we could touch up that paint. It's kind of got a pearl white on it already. Very nice. I mean, we could put some Rio riders on that thing. Metal base. There's a lot of metal on this car. Opening doors. Look at that. He still rolls. He rolls better to the right than he does to the left, but he still rolls. It's still not a name on any of these. Could be a record. This is the... It's not the Gulch Stepper. I don't remember. I don't remember the name of it. Jeep something. But another one might be a good one to restore. Then we got some Ferraris here. That one there, pretty cool Ferrari. Show you the bottom there. Oh, this isn't a Ferrari. Sorry, I grabbed a Camaro instead. This is a Camaro convertible. Not as old. That's probably about 10 years old if I had to guess. Here's a Silver Bullet, which has gone by many different names, but there's a Silver Bullet. There's some story with this one. It came in a... Well, I don't really remember. I want to say it came in a play set, because I think it glows in the dark. I don't really remember. Here's another Ferrari, a 348. In pink. I have a few of these. I don't know if that'll show up in the video, but it's a hot pink. This one. This is a Chevy... What is that, 55? Oh, it's a 50-something. I think that's a 55 Chevy. Could clean up its roof, but 55 Chevy. Here's a little motorcycle. I don't remember the name of that guy. Cool little motorcycle. Here's a side kick. I always want to call it side out. Side kick. Interestingly enough, though, I cannot get this side kick door to open. So I don't know if this one came around so late that they were closing those doors off, or if it's just kind of jammed. I don't know. Here's an interesting one. Now this one looks like it has more of a story. It's a vintage, Hot Wheels vintage called The Demon, and it's got red line on the top with red line tires, or sort of red line tires. Vintage Hot Wheels, but I don't remember if that was its own line or not. That's what I was trying to remember. It is certainly a contender for fastest car. We'll see how it goes. Here's a little Corvette with white walls. That one might have been a blue card. I'm picturing the car on the card, and I think this was a blue car. And another Jaguar XJ220. If you watch the other videos with Peter's cars, he had at least 2 others of these. So this might very well be his favorite car, is the Jaguar 220. He had a Maisto version and a different one, if I remember right. But he had quite a few of those. So I believe that wraps up looking at Peter's cars. What we're going to do next is I'm going to kind of divide these cars up into different groups. We're going to race them downhill and have some fun with them. I'm also going to polish them up and clean them up a little bit. Give them a little bit of love. And but go ahead and post down below what you think would be good uses for these, and you know, we'll see these in a future video and we'll have some fun with them. It's kind of like Peter's cars going through their second childhood here. So thanks for watching, everybody. Bye bye.